Hey everybody, welcome to Skingbag of Coffee, KO75. I'm your host, Philtron. Come on in, grab a seat, and join me for a fresh cup of coffee. Today we're diving into one of my all-time favorite bad movies, Time Chasers. I love this movie. I've watched the MST3K riff more times than I can count. I've actually been falling asleep to it lately. There's just something about it I can't stop watching. I keep wondering, what is it about this little film that keeps pulling me back? Time Chasers is a 1994 low-budget indie sci-fi movie made in Vermont on a shoestring budget of about $150,000. A high school physics teacher and amateur pilot named Nick Miller builds a time machine out of his small airplane in a Commodore 64. He takes a reporter, who just happens to be his old high school crush, and a slick executive from GenCorp, on a trip to the future. Of course, everything spirals out of control when an evil villain who runs GenCorp decides to exploit time travel for profit. You get dystopian futures, timeline paradoxes, multiple versions of the same characters, and even a wild detour back to the American Revolution. What makes this movie so special is that it wasn't some lazy cash grab. It's a genuine passion project by director David Giancola and a crew of local Vermont folks who poured their hearts into it. Despite all the odds, that kind of determined homemade creativity really resonates with me. It never became a big mainstream hit, but it found its perfect second life when Mystery Science Theater 3000 riffed it in Season 8, Episode 21. The Riff Tracks guys even did their own live version years later. Funny enough, the show that's supposed to roast bad movies into oblivion ended up turning this one into a beloved comfort blanket. If it wasn't for MST3K, I probably never would have discovered it. This film is a perfect time capsule from right before the internet took over. Hockey hair, questionable fashion, wallpaper on the ceiling, and an evil villain's office that looks like it was shot in some small town bank or library or something. The hero rides around on his bike. The time machine is a friggin' airplane. It has a wonderful kids making movies in the backyard energy that it takes me back to when my older brother and his friends would let me act in their homemade films. That nostalgic feeling is probably why I keep returning to it night after night. So, I can't help but wonder what director David Giancola would think, knowing that 30 years later, a 42-year-old guy in New Mexico is using his movie as a nightly comfort blanket. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor and check out Time Chasers, MST3K, Season 8, Episode 21. It's on YouTube. Whatever you do, don't miss Parallel Parking Days. Alright, that's it for this episode. Remember, you're a beautiful disaster, just like Time Chasers, and you are deeply loved. I'll talk to you later.